Welcome back everyone to Sustainability in Motion. I'm Marc de Vries, co-founder and CEO of Nexio Projects. Today with me I have Shashi, senior climate consultant at Nexio Projects. Welcome.
Thanks, Marc. Great to be here.
Absolutely. Today with Shashi we're going to talk about data management. You probably all are surrounded with data and also how to manage that data. And today I have our expert Shashi with us who's going to talk about it. So maybe we can start with a simple question for the public. Why is data management so important?
So today we're at a point where sustainability is just generally good business practice. So we have investors basically looking at ESG metrics as a proxy for a sustainable and profitable business. We have customers who are willing to partner for sustainable services and sustainable goods. And also like employees are generally gravitating towards a company with sustainability as its core value. Most importantly, we are seeing a lot of shift in the regulatory landscape that's mandating more and more sustainability disclosure. So we believe in sustainability in motion, and data is at the center of it because it lays the foundation for analysis, target setting, but also tracking the progress on your sustainability goals. So a streamlined data management approach is going to make it easy for the internal stakeholders, but also reduce burden of time and cost for reporting, increase the accuracy of your disclosure, and it goes even beyond climate and generally strengthens the ESG process for an organization.
Super, so it's clear that data is a big component in sustainability. Can you bring that more into the context, data, sustainability, how that goes together?
Depending on the organizations, because they're all so unique, they use data in various unique ways. But in general terms, if you can look at environmental data, so something like emissions or energy use, tracking that can help you identify hotspots within the organization on where they're emitting more and can focus their efforts to decarbonize in specific areas. And it also is useful to track the effectiveness of decarbonization policies as you implement them over time. And maybe on the social side, if you think about digitizing occupational health and safety reports, that'll help risk managers to predict any kind of risk incidents and proactively take measures to prevent them. So data is your friend.
Data is your friend in your eyes, I think. But I think also for the public, data is also a big component where you just overwhelmed. Just maybe out of curiosity, how many data points do we think in sustainability? Because I remember from before, there were just maybe a couple of data points. Just out of curiosity, where are we standing now?
Oof. I mean, depending on the size of an organization, it could be 20 or it could be in the hundreds.
In the hundreds?
Yes.
Okay, this is, of course, just next level. And I think also for all of you, you probably are surrounded with all these data points that you need to work on. So maybe just, Shashi, on this point, where do we start with this data? What are these, you as an expert, you on your projects with your team, etc., running through all these data points, what do you foresee as challenges that we can maybe bring to the public from either the ones who still need to start with data management or are working on that data management system? What are these challenges that you see right now from your opinion?
So in most organizations, and including some of our clients, we see like they have a very complex data gathering approach. It's usually very decentralized, and it's a lot of manual process on reaching to internal stakeholders or suppliers to gather all information, which can be really tedious and time-consuming. And secondly, with the amount of voluntary and mandatory regulatory disclosures that are out there, people often find it hard to kind of narrow down and consolidate all the KPIs they need to disclose on, which is, again, adding a layer of complexity to the challenge we mentioned above. And then finally, biggest is assurance challenges, because most of the times having some data gaps or non-auditable data kind of diminishes the value of your disclosure, and also like having that kind of lack of accuracy can erode the trust in your investors or in your consumers. And as regulations strengthen, this is going to become a major challenge.
Yeah, as you say, regulations are strengthening. So that's also happening with the CSRD coming our way, and also with many other, of course, components, regulations in all the countries. But maybe if you just bring it back to the public. You just named the challenges. There are also some practical tips on how they can actually kickstart with data management. What would that be from your professional perspective? If you look at the possibilities on how to handle all these data points, what can we bring from your consultancy view to the public?
Oh, honestly, like the easiest first step is to kind of look what you're already doing, especially like many organizations, if they're voluntary reporting on various frameworks like EcoVadis or CDP, they already have some sense of the KPIs needed or the data needed to manage these disclosure. So kind of identifying and then centralizing this data process makes it easy to automate it and also clearly define roles within the organization. For example, a data manager or a sustainability manager, they have insights on exactly what data to collect and can help automate the process. And finally, then we focus on consistency. So it is crucial that reporting cycles across various offices across the world are similar to make data collection easy. And finally, focusing on accuracy. So you need to make sure that the emission factors or any other external data sources that you use are consolidated according to national data standards. And finally, transparency. You have to make sure you have an audit trail. So you need to account for your assumptions, you need to consolidate all your data sources, and make sure it's audit ready so that it lends to more accurate predictions on climate or sustainability related risks and opportunities. And we actually work with a lot of clients just on these topics. So we help them either by building customized tools that sits within their ecosystem to help track sustainability KPIs and monitor progress, or we also engage with them in the implementation of data governance and management processes in alignment with ISO or IPCC guidelines.
Yeah, crazy how involved data management is in all the processes, from where you need that consistency, the auditing part, of course, which is getting more and more important, and also the centralization. I think we see a lot of companies being decentralized, and where data management, the first step in time is to, as you said, centralize it, bring order, bring consistency.
Absolutely.
So as you hear, and thank you so much, Shashi, for joining us today on Sustainability in Motion and bring your expert view on this. And also thank you everyone to you all for listening once again to Sustainability in Motion with this time data management. And please let us know if you have any question. Thank you very much.